So I've been holding on to the story for quite a long time now, and I figured that since I'm home and it's the Christmas season and I don't know, I'm not at school anymore, I figured might as well have, a sit down and, relive this experience and officially tell you guys what really happened. Hey, it's your boy Dre, coming at ya with another YouTube video. What is up, you guys? If this is your first time checking out my channel, this is your first video of me you're ever watching, welcome, glad that you're here. I hope that you enjoy this video and it encourages you to stick around and subscribe. If you're one of my D3 Squad subscribers, supporters, loyalists, family members, what is good? I hope you guys are having a great Christmas season. Wrapping up those finals if you haven't already, starting break, getting ready to enjoy the holiday season with family and friends and spend a lot of time, enjoying life and not taking it for granted. So today I'm going to officially tell you guys the true story behind when I got hit by a car during cross-country practice. Yes, that happened this year, this semester, first semester in college, first cross-country season in college. Yes. It all happened. The true story. Dre Untold. So we were maybe heading into our third or fourth meet of the season. It was a Wednesday, so I'm gonna say mid to late September to early to mid October, somewhere in between there. Month-wise, it was a Wednesday. For practice that day, we had a short 4-miler, and then we had weights afterwards. I don't think that day was a 2-a-day, and I don't think that day was like a 6 a.m. practice day. I'm pretty sure that it was like a regular afternoon practice. I just happened to be running a lot slower that day. Well, I was just running slow in general, and so I was with two other teammates. One of them is a fellow freshman, she was on the women's team, and then the other one is a sophomore on the men's team. And we were just, running. Easy 4-mile run. So anyways, we took off from campus and, we wound across the street and under the overpass or whatever, all the way across to Missouri State's campus and across the street, and found our way at Phelps Grove Park. And that is from our campus to Phelps Grove Park. When you cut through Missouri State and everything, that's 2 miles. So we were on our way back from Phelps Grove Park. Actually, we had just crossed. We were actually at the crosswalk for the intersection where we crossed the street from the south side. I'm not good with directions or geography or anything, but we were on this side of the street, where we had just come from Phelps Grove, and we're about to cross the intersection to be back on Missouri State's campus so we could continue running and head back to campus. So mind you, when we got back to the intersection, we waited until it was clear, or it was already clear when we got there. And so there were no cars in sight immediately, and so we figured, okay, we can go ahead and run across because we're not going to get hit by a car, because there's not a car that's immediately approaching the intersection, so therefore it won't approach the intersection and kill us when we cross. So we make it across the intersection. We're crossing the intersection, and we're about halfway across when a car to our right, so I think they're going southbound or eastbound or something like that, approaches in our horizon. So that just appears in our field of view all the way, down the street or whatever. And so we're like, okay, well, we're already halfway across the crosswalk. Surely we can get all the way across before the car pulls up to the intersection and continues going or whatever. So the two teammates that I was running with were literally a step or two in front of me. They make it all the way across to the sidewalk on the other side, so they're officially on Missouri State's campus. Me, literally, a step or two behind them, am inches from touching the sidewalk when said car that was, approaching and appeared to slow down, you know, as it got closer, because like, I say it was far off. It was far enough off that it could stop for us to like cross and then keep going or whatever. The car appeared to slow down as it, you know, was getting closer, because, you know, people are crossing the crosswalk. And then it got to the point where I was almost across the street, and I don't know if this individual thought that, oh, he's about to cross the street, so I can go ahead and take off or whatever. But the car went from its slowed state to an like instant acceleration, at which point it flew into me. Now me, of course, an intellectual, have seen lots of action movies, lots of superhero movies, lots of spy films, all of that stuff. So of course, in my head, I was like, if I ever get into this situation, I'm about to like jump over the car, do a backflip, boom, you know, it's all good. Reality, the car sped up. I was like, oh God, there's a car. And literally had enough time to put my hand out so that it touched the hood of the car when the car tapped me. So yeah, all of my intellectual studying of all these action films and superhero films did jack diddly squat. So anyways, like I said, I like slam my hand on the hood as the car makes contact with my body, and I don't know exactly where the car like hit me per se. All I know is that like I slammed my hand out like, yo, stop, and it landed on the hood, and then I was like in the air, like spinning. And yeah, I was in the air spinning, and then I was on the concrete, specifically on the sidewalk that I was trying to cross the intersection to get to. So that was kind of ironic that I was on the sidewalk and not in the street. But yeah, I was laying on my back and I was trying to figure out what had just happened, and the person in the car had stopped, I guess, to see if I was okay. It was like a bluish green color. I don't really remember the make or the model, but I have the police report back in my dorm, so that might be something to show you guys later, like going through my dorm. But he stops his car and rolled down his window, and I guess he screamed at me for a couple of minutes asking if I was okay, which I guess in my disorientation, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then the dude sped off. So yeah, I got hit and run. Luckily, there was a Good Samaritan that was on Missouri State's campus who like literally witnessed the event, and she called the police, and you know, she talked to him and everything. And I, probably against my better judgment, I decided not to go to the hospital or anything. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go finish my workout. You know, I can get checked out later, whatever. And so my teammates were, you know, asking me if I was okay and everything. I was like, yeah, let's just run back to campus. I'll tell coach about it later. It's whatever. And so, you know, I'm like, I'm good or whatever. And so we run back to campus, and you know, we go to the weight room or whatever. I take my time getting to the weight room because I was like trying to figure out what am I gonna say? Like, how do you just walk up to your coach and be like, so I got hit by a car on the run, you know? Like, how do you do that? So anyways, I walk into the weight room, and you know, he's by himself at that particular point in time, and so I just walk up to him, and I kind of sit, squat or whatever, and I'm just kind of like, look, this is what happened. Like, I just kind of laid it out, basically just kind of threw it out. I'm like, I got hit by a car. So he asked me some questions, asked if I was okay, asked if, you know, I got any of the information, so that way, you know, I could report or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have much. Like I said, I have whatever I reported to the police on the police report. It's back in my dorm, so I can't like give you word for word what it said, or you know, what information was on it, because I don't remember it like that. But you know, I just kind of told him what happened from my point of view and everything that I remembered. And you know, he was kind of concerned about, you know, having me run, you know, at the meet later that weekend. But I was like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it. I did my weights. I did practice the rest of the week, and I ran at the meet that Saturday actually. And I actually filed a police report. I said that was Wednesday. That might have been a Tuesday practice actually. My bad. Anyways, I filed a police report like the next day or the day after. So yeah, I mean, I eventually filed a police report. I never heard anything back from the police, so I'm assuming that either the guy never got caught because I never had enough conclusive information to really help them with their search, or yeah, so that's what happened. I got hit by a car during cross-country practice, kids. Yeah, it was a bit of a traumatic experience, and it's kind of altered how I engage in practice, especially when we have like road run type of workouts, or you know, we're out running for mileage and we're going through the city, I'm kind of a little bit more cautious. So as to try and prevent things like that from happening again. But you know, you can never be too careful, because even on your best day, when you're your most careful, something can still happen. So that is my story. You officially know it is out there into the YouTube sphere, and yeah, it's out there. I got hit by a car. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like for me. Let me know in the comment section 2 things. Number 1, what kind of video do you want to see next? Specifically, I'm thinking, you know, maybe another funny type of video, or maybe another Q&A. But if you guys have other suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below. And number 2 thing that I want you guys to comment is, have you ever had an experience similar to this one? Whether it's, you know, you're out running on your own for recreation, or you're jogging or whatever, and you know, you almost get hit by a car, or a dog starts chasing after you. Let me know your own personal stories and experience like this. Curious to read them in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this one, or you just want to see more of me in the future, then you should smash that subscribe button. It'll be down there next to the, you know, the thumbs up button. So click, you know, 1, 2. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the video description, check out my social media links and all of that other stuff. This is the part where I say that's it, and tell you to remember, 1 love, 1 people, 1 world. That is it for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one real soon. Peace out.
All you have to do is stay a minute, just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay.